Hey guys, welcome back. We had a good day in the market. It's June 5th. We're going to review 0-day options on SPY and the small account challenge. What a day. Just soaked up about a month worth of liquidity in one day. All those days that were very difficult to trade, just building liquidity, vacuumed it up. This is the 30-minute chart on SPY. This is DG's. He's on Eric's Discord, SPY Day Trading on YouTube. You can find the link in that in the description. Gap down and just selling all day. Big sellers, big volume. IV going crazy. Big percentages today. Across the 20-day, almost, didn't quite, but we were in contention with the bottom Bollinger on the day. They were closer to the bottom Bollinger than we were the 20, which is crazy because we opened near the 5. Big day. Big liquidity soak up day. And these are the days that it can wreck you. If you have discipline, if you have consistency, you can do really well on these big candles, these big days. If you're in a position where you can hold some of your trades, if you can not get out of control with the higher IV, do really well. And I am excited for those days. That was not my day today. Yeah, let's review. I missed the morning. I had things going on in the morning. Big sell-off. Candles this morning were probably pretty big also. Yeah, like half-point candles in the morning. And then it started to really accelerate kind of after we crossed the 20-day. There's a 20-day right here. I didn't get in till here. Yeah, something like that. So I traded purple right here for the bearish controlled buying. Gray I kind of put in, then I deleted, and then I ended up putting it back in, which ended up being the algo to trade on for me at least, because purple wasn't doing a whole lot. It might have been a little less aggressive too. I changed it. I had green for the precision selling and potentially that red for buying. And then this gold channel, oh my goodness, look at this thing just sell consistently in the gold channel all the way down. I'm disappointed today just in my execution again. I was kind of I wasn't really into it. I don't know. I was distracted with other stuff and I just didn't feel like, I don't know if I didn't feel like trading. I just didn't feel like turning it on. So some of my trades kind of reflect that, like lack of patience, and so you just got to be careful when you're feeling that emotion, and especially on a day like today when it can just wreck you. I'm wondering if this actually has some to do with the PDT rule. I don't know if that's like if this sell-off was accelerated or not because of that. I'm not too sure. I think because I think some brokerages have already implemented it, and I think that could increase our volatility, increase our ranges. I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly it's going to do, but I think we could see something develop from that. Kind of how zero day became, and then even just the midweek ones. Yeah, let's get into it. I was a little late. My first trade was 11:43. Was a call. Yeah. So I don't know if I had this gold. Yeah, I think I had this gold. Okay, yeah, this was a 20-day. Just kind of an impatient trade. Like I know it's a possible trade. I basically was like taking every trade that I knew was a possibility. When normally I'd be a little more picky, but for some reason I just didn't feel like it today, and I just was shooting at everything. So 20-day was here when I opened it. Had a big engulfing candle. I was like, all right. I think I did have gold. Bouncing on gold. 20-day. Also had it breaking this precision green. So I was in a call right here. Looking for a retrace. Yeah, it came down. I was using purple for my stop, as this was what I had for the controlled buying for bears. And it closed out. But this is pretty big. The range was already big, so I closed out on this candle 11:48. So yeah. Then it broke it and came back up. I don't know if I had that gray yet, but this is that trade where it starts selling a more aggressive channel or more aggressive algo than the selling it's already in. So it's like in this case, it was selling in gray. It broke gray, retested it, and flipped it into resistance. Like I said, I don't know if I had actually gray yet. I don't know if I had gray or gold actually. But you really could have just gotten all the puts on all these and just in and out, in and out, in and out. Held some. Oh man, it's frustrating for me because it was like so obvious for me today, where most days it isn't, and I just didn't feel like it. I don't know. I don't know. I was distracted, and I wanted to be. I didn't. I just yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that was my first trade. 92 cents to 76, kind of ugly. Next one, at least I was going the right direction with puts. 82 cents at 12. So complete the inverse cup. Okay, yeah. So complete the inverse cup. Oh yeah, this is right where I closed out here. Wait, what did I say? 1148. Yeah, closed out here. It came up. I drew another purple. Retested the top. I mean, this would have been a beautiful entry. Engulfing on the gold with that being your stop. This is all hindsight, of course. Again, I'm not sure if I had gold yet or not, but anyways, came down and I jumped in on the break of that purple. Oh, that is what happened, isn't it? This was a green trade for me. The structure was so small though that I didn't like my entry, just because actually I did have that gold. I did have that gold now that I think about it. I got in here, the break of purple, very small structure, and I did have that gold, and I'm thinking it could come all the way back up here. So it starts kind of dancing around down here, and I close it on this candle. Not when it wicks, it's like down here. So it was actually a green trade. I wanted to get out. It was such a small structure. I just felt like I was being impatient with it. And I didn't like my entry. I was like, if it gets back up in there, maybe I'll get it again. But yeah, so that was actually 82 to 92. So I must have caught it pretty early on that. It had a nice fill. It's just like such a tiny little area. Crazy. Yeah, 12 to 1203. I'm gonna show you the beginning of the if you guys are reviewing to help me out, I really appreciate it. Now you can see them. I'm gonna bring it back over here so it's not in the way, but those are the trades I'm reviewing. Yeah, let's see. Next one was at 1224. Was a put. So it sold off there. I was like, oh man. Came up, retested perfectly. We got an entry there. Bounced on the bottom of gold for a nice take profit. Threw in purple here. It broke it. I guess I didn't take it because I'd had gold at that point, and I was like, I don't really want to enter here. So I didn't, which is good. It's nice I had this gold, man. This thing it was gold. This one. Oh yeah, so remember how I was just seeing it selling in gold? I'm like, this is perfect. I got in here. It resisted it, started to turn red. I jumped in with gold being my stop. This candle came up, closed above it, and then this candle was green above it, and you know what I did? I sold it. Ugh, I had a put there and I sold it. So this is kind of the lack of patience, and it is a tight range. When IV gets higher too, I don't know. I just have to be more careful. That was 83 cents to 73, so gave back some profit. Wait, 24. Oh, no, never mind that. 24, the puts. 1224. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm embarrassed by today's trading, honestly. I haven't traded like this poorly, this impatient in so long. Puts stopped out at 25 because it closed above it. That's right. There it is. Bought calls right here because it broke my gold. It had been trending down that gold for so long. I was waiting for it to break it for a little retrace. There's not structure there. I know this is a zombie type trade. It was embarrassing. 83 cents on this one to 73. Closed it back out on this candle. So got whipsawed in there. Went short, stopped, went long, stopped, and it did the move. just stretched a little further than I liked. So if I was more patient, and I mean, I don't usually just trade in a channel like this, but this was just such an obvious seller that was controlling it. I don't know, figured I'd try and jump in for the ride, and it was working. I don't know. Yeah, could have waited for it to break purple again, which I don't know if I got back in there or not. No, I didn't. I guess I wasn't sure what was going on since it broke that gold. I wasn't still trading it the same way. 1251. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was not pleased with my trading. And then came up, had another beautiful chance to get in here, which I didn't. I'm like, I just didn't have the stamina today. I don't know why. Well, I do. I think it's because I was on the computer playing this stupid game. And I think I'm gonna say, no, I can't play that game when the market's open or when I'm trading. Because there's like certain games where I'm kind of like, it helps me kind of pass time while I'm waiting for it to set up, or I can kind of jump out of it real quick, and it's not in my head. But yeah, this one, I've never played it during the market, and it's no good. I think it's affected me. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put the kibosh on that thing. Beautiful entry here, beautiful entry here. And then of course this bigger sell-off. It looked like an inverse head, but it could still be selling the gold. I mean, this move right here to here was lovely. 1253. I bought a call on that candle, on this candle. Waiting for this candle to close above the gold. Bought a call. My risk was kind of green. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. It was this shoulder right here. So I thought I'll just put this for my stop, bottom of the shoulder, and it did. And this just tiny little range is actually quite large. Let's see, 75 to 64, 1251, 1252. Oh no, I did it again. That's right. So got bamboozled here. Did it again here. That's right. I gotta put here, close it out on that one, and then flip to call. So same thing I did back here, but this time it was legit. Again, yeah, the trading today was flipped into a call at 1253 on that candle, 91 cents, and this one just crushed me. I held it. I was like, I gotta give this thing some room. Oftentimes these trades will do something like this. Sometimes they'll come down this far and yeah, have a retrace. Sometimes they'll just build liquidity like this and not have much of a retrace. 91 cents to 65 on that one. I closed it on this candle. Once that one was closed, below my shoulder, I closed it on that one. Just way too wide. I could have had it. This actually could have been a pretty green trade up here. And I considered taking it. I'm like, well, yeah, I should have just taken it. Yeah. Knowing that this was probably going to do something like this, I should have just taken it because I wasn't going to hold for this. But really, I shouldn't have been in that in the first place. I was trading already too much, lack of patience. Yep. So that was that trade. 113. I was back in a call, so kind of expected it to bounce on purple here, which is what I had if it was going to retrace, which it did. However, it broke purple and closed below it if I'm drawing from the wick, and all I had was purple at that point. So 117, is that right? Oh, 113. I started with 113. I got a call right here, 72 cents. Sold it on this candle once that closed below purple. And then flipped into a put. Wow. I literally got whipsawed 1, 2, 3 times. 3 whipsaws. That's... Yeah, I haven't traded like this in so long. I don't know what... Yeah, I don't know what exactly got into me. Wow. Just very impatient trading. I'm gonna blame it on that game because that's Got in my head. And that was no good. So yeah, I got whipsawed there again. Got calls here for this move. With purple as my stop, it broke the purple. And then I flipped into a put then. Yeah, flipped into a put for the head and shoulders here, and it breaking purple. Man, that's tough to review. And that was all my buying power. I was totally done. So blessed with that, even though it was very red day. And I was very upset with myself and was like, I'm not trading. And then I remembered, oh, I have sub-Weeble. I was just gonna totally call it, but I just took a break, played my game, got it out, and was like, I need to just shut that down if I'm gonna trade, and be a bit more patient. And so that's what I did, and I took a trade on Weeble, and it was good. Only one trade. It's really too bad. It could have like totally been a crazy good trade, but yeah, coming back from that disaster, I'm happy I just was disciplined to do what I did after all that. Yeah, I just didn't quite feel like trading today, I guess. This kind of got me. I charted this gold after, of course, after this happened, or actually when it was down here, because it broke this purple. Let me see. I got in. Oh yeah, that's right. So I bought two 742 puts at 205 is on the Weeble account. So on the break of that purple, I didn't have gold yet. I just thought this was within the range. So volume picked up. I got them here. 2 puts on Weeble, and it just starts chopping. I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have done more charting before I entered here. So then I charted this. I'm like, I don't know if this is real or not, but I think it actually was this gold, just a little bit less aggressive than that purple. And so yeah, that definitely hurt my confidence in that trade. And then this candle, let me see. Yeah, this candle closed above green, and I'm like, I gotta close one of these. Just because, for one, we're still above gold, and if this was actually correct and purple wasn't, I had to manage my risk somehow. So when this was green above that candle, I'm like, I'm gonna close one. I was gonna hold another one for, I guess, purple. So yeah, that was unfortunate, because then it did go, but that's okay. It came down, and I was thinking potentially to just give us a low of the day, kind of an inverse cup, because this wasn't great structure to me, but I guess it's good enough. And again, I think on days like this, when it's just grabbing liquidity from prior, that's why you have such small retraces. Like, you really don't need big retraces. There's so much liquidity, it's just grabbing. And this was the biggest one to make this huge move down. That's insane, actually. That second move was even bigger. So yeah, I had puts here. Closed one. This one came down, and it got close to low of day, very close, and I closed it right here on this candle, I think. Or no, it was actually on this candle. And just because I had such a red day and I was not trading good, and for all those reasons, I was happy to just have a little green trade here and not have to push it too much. This also broke out of the green, as you can see there. Well, no, I guess because I probably moved that over. I don't know. I was thinking low of day. I'm just going to take it. And I was trading on Weeble, which I'm not as familiar with anymore. But what's weird is on Weeble, I think I can trade as much as I want, which I'm a little nervous about because it's been a while. Even though it's not 2,000 in the account, there's no day trades on it, so, and it's a margin account, so it's a nice backup if I run out of trades and there's good trades. And we'll see. I just need to be disciplined with it for sure. If I had two, potentially I would have caught this candle. Would have sold one near low a day and maybe caught this candle. Maybe for, I don't know. And it continued to sell in good ways. I kind of just kept charting and was just doing my own thing and trying not to overtrade. It came down, kind of found little support on this gray actually here. That's what I was saying up there. Gray was the king. Because it didn't really build structure anymore with gold or purple. So broke gray here. This one. And then it just found it as resistance. So getting on that resistance would have been nice. And I really almost did. And I was like, I'm just going to leave it. Kind of melted through. and then broke it here. I mean, of course it was breaking it going back and forth, but if you could have gotten it here, could have even gotten it here, could have gotten it on this retrace right here for gold or for gray. Of course, this is a very choppy range, but again, broke gray here. These are chase trades because there's not, like, you have that retrace you could have gotten, but there's not great structure. I'm not seeing, like, maybe a steeper one in there somewhere, but yeah, there's just, it's not. So for me, the only answer would be either here or here. But this, I mean, this was a sick move right there, huh? So I didn't take any more trades, which I'm happy with. It's just looking back, and even as the day was going on, I'm like, dang, there's so many sick trades. I could have done so well today. Just even in this whole section of gold coming down. But it's my own fault. Like, yeah, it's my own fault. I don't know why I just didn't feel like it today. Crappy day for that to happen. There's a 30-minute big moves. I'm probably gonna wait for bottom Bollinger on the daily, and then I might throw some long term in the SPY or SPYM, since I don't have enough for cover calls or anything like that. Might as well get SPYM, which has a lot less, lot lower fees. Yeah. So Ivy's gonna be high next week. We're gonna be bigger candles. I need to size down. Probably stick with just one contract. Trade patiently. Man, yeah, today was it. There's the Weeble trades. So bought 2 here, 56 cents, closed 154, sold the next one for 74. This one went, I don't even know, $2.50, $3 at least. Yeah, some of my contracts went thousands of percent without me. It was crazy. Someday I will be able to have the confidence, have the skill to hold runners, have the size. Really, I feel like that's it. Like, I have the confidence. I feel like I have the skill too. I'm not the size, so I guess I lack the skill and confidence to have the size to do it. But yeah, I mean, I would gladly hold stuff through all of gold. It just has to be after a lot of profits. Have a good weekend, guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Oh yeah, I didn't show you the P&L on. Yeah, $80. It's tragic. Second day in a row too. It's like 2 good days this week, and yesterday was a tiny green day when it should have been big because it was clear for me, and then today could have been even better, but it was red. So all these grindy days where it's just very hard to profit, and it's 2 good days. But this might continue on. Like, we might have some more big days. Even though it's funny, like, I feel like I actually prefer these type of days, but I've tried to get better at higher volatility, bigger range days, that maybe I'm now liking these better, or I'm better at these. I'm not sure. It goes back and forth because I kind of focus on one and then I enjoy that more or do better at that. Strange. But yeah, big day today, big range. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend. See you on Monday. Peace out.